Hi everybody, this is Bill. So the deal is I was going to make one of my favorite dishes. It's this chicken with spinach and pasta, and I'll probably link it to the video. And chicken was on sale at the store, chicken breast. So I was like all excited. So I go to the store. Guess what? I couldn't find any. So I'm like, well, darn, what am I going to do? I had everything else but the chicken. So in the freezer, I had some shrimp. Got the shrimp out, got it thawed, ready to go, because I always like little baggies of shrimp. It's already peeled. I buy it in the shell because I think it's better, because usually when it's peeled at the store, it's like they steam it. I don't know, it's junk stuff. So that's the way I like to buy it. And I buy about a pound at a time. I like the larger shrimp because I just like the way they mouthfeel. It's all about mouthfeel. Anyway, so what I'm going to start out with is we're going to be doing some sauteing. Well, I want the flavor of the butter and kind of the saltiness, but I want the nuttiness kind of a good olive oil. So I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil, of butter, and I'm just going to put a little splash of good olive oil in here. Not much more than a tablespoon. Gonna get some heat going here. And it's doing its thing, so it's all happy. And what we're going to start with, just like always, I got about half a cup of some cooking onion, yellow onion. This is just going to kind of turn into nothing by the time we're done. But I like the flavor, and you know, when you really cook onion till it's nice and translucent, good flavor to it. Just want to get that started. Watch pot never boils, right? So it is funny lately, you know, I think we've all gotten accustomed to it, but you go to the store to buy something, you're like, and you know, gas is too expensive, so I'm not going to go to 3 different stores to find it. So, you know, and I got stopped by someone in the grocery store the other day. He watched my videos, and he's like, you know, we were talking and stuff, and I said, you know, you got to stick to the basics of, we're all trying to do meal prep for our family and stay in a budget, and that budget's getting smaller. You know, it used to be, I would have elaborate ideas of what to make, and I would be like all excited. Now I'm really turning into a penny pincher, and I hope you like that, and it reflects well on my show. All right, onion's pretty translucent, so this is kind of one of the keys to it. I have really like 6 cloves of garlic here. And you know, I used to not like cooking with garlic because I didn't understand that stuff that you buy in the jar isn't the best option. And I always felt like it was a hassle, and having garlic on hand, it goes bad, and you know, sometimes it's bad when you buy it in the grocery store. But I use it enough now, and there's a great produce place, that's a little like farmer's market I go to, and it's fresh and it's good. So heck, I keep like 3 heads of garlic and in my kitchen at all times. I don't want to burn this. I just want to get it to start to fragrance, you know. And this is going to cook longer, so it is going to soften up. But I'm not trying to, you know, saute it till brown. And adding that olive oil is going to keep the butter from burning too, even at a little bit higher heats. Higher heats. I think higher heat. I make up words all the time. It's okay. But it made me really good at playing Scrabble. People are afraid to challenge my words. I noticed in my video editing, I have this thing about pounding the spoon on the side of a pan. Notice I don't do it if it's glass, because I don't want to cause fractures. I do it like rhythmically, like 5 times every time. So I just did it twice just to see if I could stop. All right, so got some good heat here. I don't want to overcook anything. So I got a cup of white wine. Hey, nothing's wrong with that. So, just some stuff I had. This is actually an Italian wine. Just worked out that way. Had an open bottle in the fridge. Obviously, I don't recommend putting, like really expensive wine because that'd be really wasteful. But you want to make it good enough that you would actually drink it. That alcohol cooks off like immediately. So now what we're trying to do is get this to reduce. We're going to get kind of a little crust down around the edge. I've got it at a pretty high, well, it's medium heat, but it's pretty hot flame under there. So, yeah, so I want to get that reduced down once the alcohol cooks out. So wine board, so I don't forget, because sometimes I forget things in recipes and I have to say I'm sorry and fix the video later, is I want about 10 good cranks of black pepper in here. You can't hurt pepper. They're herbs and I wouldn't put in too early. The hardest thing about this is if it's steaming really well, I clump up my pepper mill. Just trying to think about how old this thing is. 42 years old. Yeah, that's right, 42 years old. Probably. 40, sorry. It was a Christmas gift 40 years ago. And I use it every day and it still grinds just fine. Just starting to see that. Getting happy. And what's cool is, so now we've gone from sauteing to kind of like boiling because of the wine. And it's really softening up that garlic. Makes it really good. Okay. Can't rush it. So I do like, by waiting this last 45 seconds, I do like the fact that people do ask me questions. More the merrier. Biggest thing is, I always say, suggest things. I had someone say to me just yesterday, hey, never thought about putting Swiss cheese on a BLT. Hey, but it's a great thought, right? At least I know they're paying attention. They get brownie points for that. Alright, I'm so excited because I got the stove all clean again. And this won't dirty it, so it's okay. Alright, I think we're pretty much, yep. Just cook that wine down just till it's lovely. You can see the bottom of the pan again, so you're done good. Alright, next step. So, this is a nice Florentine, kind of a cream sauce thing. So, I have 1 3/4 cups of half and half. And it's going to drop the temperature pretty quick because it's right out of the fridge. But we don't want to get it boiling to death. We just want to bring it up to a decent temperature. While I'm waiting for it to get to temperature, I've got 2 teaspoons of my magic Italian seasoning. I just love this stuff anyways. So basically it's a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of basil, and half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. I keep it little mini Tupperware container, and use as needed. So I want to get this. Oh, your camera. Now, just get this back up to temperature. Let those herbal stuff. Yeah. You can tell it's getting warm because I can smell all the great herbs. I'll tell you a little secret of mine that I do all the time is that if you're trying to see where kind of you're at with the temperature of a white sauce, a cream that you're just trying to heat up, you can always take a little dollop of butter, put it on the top, and you know when the butter is melted, it's come to temperature. And a little extra butter isn't going to hurt anything. I do that especially like with soups because you're in a deep pot and you really don't know. So if you're ever reheating that great cream soup, just put a little bit of butter on top and just watch for it to melt. And heat slowly. Okay. You can see the steam starting to gather, so I know we're getting really, really close here. I got bubbles, so we're moving through the phases of getting this done. Once we get this nice and toasty, warm, really just want to let it reduce a little bit, and that's going to take about 3 minutes. Once it gets close, you really want to kind of keep this moving. I'm not trying to boil this up and make butter. If you lay your spoon down, just kind of move nice and slowly so you don't splash it all over the place. Yeah, it's really getting hot now. Okay, turn it down a little bit. Steamed up my glass, I couldn't see for a second. I turned it down because I got to run to the fridge. And I'll probably turn it back up. So this was a pound of shrimp before I peeled it, so I don't know, but it's about 20 good-sized shrimp. And just want to get these in here. It's going to cook really fast. Alright, touching raw seafood, so I'm going to run a quick wash here. Put it in my bowl. Alright, back again. Alright, I want to get this. Now, the shrimp is already turning pink, so we just want to keep moving it around. And while we're doing that, Can't forget that Florentine part, right? So I got a bag of baby shrimp. Just gonna get some in here. I love when you do fresh spinach like this. Wilts right down. Let's get the rest of it in here before we get too carried away. You see the shrimp in here is definitely almost done. Babe, I'm calling. It's they just delivered hay for my rabbits. Alright, so we know this spinach. So, you know, especially if you're doing like a fancy dinner party, you don't have to wilt the spinach all the way down. You know, it can still have a little bit of size to it, crispiness. But you can do this ahead of time and it's fine to microwave. So now, what do we do to make it really great? I have to reach all my bowls down here because everything's too far away. I got some roasted red peppers, you know, you get in the jar. If you want to roast them yourself, be my guest. It's kind of a pain to flame them and peel them and all that stuff, but I just think this is the easiest way. I just love the color contrast. This is like so Christmassy. Doesn't that really look pretty? I got shrimp, I got cream sauce that's to die for, I got spinach. So what are we missing? Oh yeah, so I need about 2/3 freshly grated Parmesan cheese, 2/3 cup, I'm sorry. And that's just going to top this all off. Add a little zing to it. My local store grates their own, and it's really great. It's nice, fresh. Trying to be gentle because I don't want to make the roasted red peppers all fall apart. It's still plenty hot. So don't you think this looks really good? Of course, there's always someone that says, yeah, but I don't like shrimp. Alright, well, then put the chicken in. I don't like chicken. Well, then don't make it. I don't. Now you could, I don't know, it's kind of limited. I mean, I might even try this with mussels. Oops. All right. So how do we make this? How do we like put this all together? I got this, all this beautiful stuff. Oh look, a little plate of pasta. I always keep my pasta from sticking. A little olive oil, a little butter, a little of each, doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. So what are we going to do here? First of all, we need to turn it off. So, I hope you think this looks absolutely wonderful. It's beautiful, tastes great, less filling. Just kidding. But this is a really great dish. And like I said, either with grilled chicken, shrimp. Like I said, you could try it with some mussels that you've steamed. Just steam in some, the way I steam my mussels, with lots of basil and white wine butter, so that you get, and carrots, I like steaming and carrots, so you get the flavor in the mussels, and you'd certainly turn them out over this, and you'd have a great meal. So all you'd have to do differently is you wouldn't be adding the mussels to the sauce. I would throw them on the pasta and put the sauce over it, or put the sauce on the pasta, put the mussels on for presentation. It's all about how it looks. Anyway, so I do have to try this. So what I'm going to tell you is, this is a great thing for the holidays. The green and the red is beautiful. I want you to, of course, subscribe. People are subscribing. I really do appreciate it. You know, I put a lot of work and effort into this. I probably put more into cooking than editing. One day I'll be able to hire a professional, right, when I'm a millionaire. Anyway, but I hope I get my point across. Please subscribe. Please comment. Ring the notification bell so you're up to date on all my videos. Have fun, you know. Do things that you push your boundaries, you know. You can't go wrong. Even if it looks like not so great, it still tastes great, right? And then you just learn as you go, and that's what it's all about. Learn from your mistakes, make things, and have fun. Just like I said, have fun. Cooking's become a lost art. We really need to get back in the kitchen. So I will see you next time. Have a great day.